Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while. Before you ask, yes, we will be making luster content. But something has recently occurred to me. Hey, James,
Yes.
have you noticed that nobody has sat down and looked at a lot of the PSO2 content creators and just tried to, spread the love and synergy and direct people on who they should and should not look at?
I've been getting that for quite some time now. I know there's been a lot of small creators that really likes the game as much as everybody else, but it's been crowded with a lot of JB players, and usually people will always want to look at namely English players who play this game and has the same knowledge as the other people do. Take note, I would just say at least there have been a few YouTubers I recall that were actually using content for like boss runs to see how fast they can beat it. But usually there have been other small, I will say, who actually tells you about what's coming up next, giving their opinions, their thoughts about it, and actually at most times will tell you how to fix too, which is really neat. So they really do need to be noticed and have a full attention to the community.
And I'm inclined to agree. So, I sat down one day in the tree of infinite knowledge. Yes, it is purple. Fuck you. It can be purple. And I figured, why not just point some people in the direction of decent YouTubers that we like that do PSO2 stuff? Of course, there'll be some honorable mentions. Duh. But I figured, why not get into it? And just so we're clear, if anyone's watching, this shit has no particular order. We are not playing fucking favorites and ranking them. People do different content for different people and different reasons, goddammit. Don't sit up in the comment section and tell me we all suck because, oh no, we didn't mention something that you like. Fuck you, it's your opinion. Make your own goddamn video. Now, as I was saying, let me just go sit back in front of the TV. I like this show. It's the last season. So anyways, I was thinking, let's get into it. But I'm gonna let you go first because if memory serves, you're gonna talk about Black to Basics.
Oh yeah, speaking of Black to Basic, yeah, he is an old school channel that has deep root in its original season Japanese version of PSO2. Although many of his older vids don't carry the same weight as some tubers who created things in more recent era patch. His style and format are usually, even to this day, still higher than most. Not to say that new people suck, but he seemed to have a very creative and talented editing team or software if you're looking into B2B videos. Yes, I realize his initials make him sound like a boy band, but you get the point.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like even when I was having internet troubles and sometimes I couldn't play the game, I would look at back to Black to Basic videos and stuff like that. Now, one of the ones I got into, and I kind of like, well, more like, I think I like him because of his character, but also the content, is Morphsuite America. Morphsuite, although small, like most NewTubers or MMO theme, has a high watch rate when compared to his sub count. Seriously, guys, go sub to this man. He plays both the Globe and the JPN versions. However, he leans towards the Japanese one. But keep in mind, to the acceleration of other regions to meet and match the JPN, expect even more of some of his videos, old or new, to gain more relevance. He's kind of an animated and a tad funny too. So if he's putting out information, chances are, if he's not the best to do it, then he's one of the best to do the content and subject matter. Real talk.
I will agree to his content. Like, it's really spot on. And especially his sub count. Like, he's really needs
I've seen
to
him
be
get like
noticed.
20,000, 30,000 views on shit, but then his sub count is $2,000.
2 grand. Just 2 grand. And I kid you not, when I seen his vid, well, on his long vids, like 1 to 3 parts of him doing that big boy affix,
Oh yeah, the
I said,
400
you know what?
attack damage.
Let me do. Yeah, I said, you know what? Let me do that. And guess what? I did it too. Except mine's is not absolute glare, but monoriverine.
All right, moving on. For number 3, this one is actually a friend of ours, but just so we're clear, Sammie Pso is not on this list due to us being friendly with each other. It's due to his power level, his ungodly power level. Although catching him in game is a tad on the hard side, when experimentation is something you're curious about, as well as fast speed runs of boss content, you can't go wrong with Sammie. Seeing as he's one of the only producers of experimentation footage consistently on all of PSO2 YouTube. That's not hyperbole, by the way. However, not to be outdone in the flex on a boss category, I feel Azelyra, which name I'm probably never going to stop fucking up in some way, shape, or form, absolutely has to be mentioned too. Azelyra is one of the most mainstays who's been on the JPN, more than likely since the beta, like me. So, you know, we some old fogies. Well, young old fogies, I guess would be the better term. But content is primarily meant to be digested in English. In fact, the person who plays the character is fluent in English, as well as, if memory serves, the crew he often plays with is from the Southeast Asia area of the world. Not to mention he does occasionally a PSO-themed podcast, but it could also possibly make him the only one to do it, which is a rarity in and of itself. I honestly can't name anybody who's done a consistent PSO2 podcast, at least in English. So, hey, my hat's off to you. Nothing but respect for the Azelyra crew. Now,
yeah, no respect. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
I enjoyed both of their content too. The first time I ever seen the podcast, which I really wanted to have the idea for myself too, which some stuff that I've been going through other Japanese bloggers, and I wanted to share what they have to translate to what to what I wanted to share to everyone.
For anyone who's curious, links will be in the description for the bloggers.
Oh, I'll say it again. PSO2 Makapo, or Makapopo, sort of.
Makapo. I swear to God, these names. Morphsuite America. Like, I don't hate these names, but I'm just like, I would like to sit down and figure out how the fuck they came up with these.
Well, I guess they have a meaning behind those names.
I mean, our shit's pretty easy. James, it's probably your fucking name. Sue, it was a character who was always popular, and they bring him back in different carnations. I didn't see one in this game, so I named mine Sue. Zax, well, it's not really an X, it's a CK, surprising absolutely no one who's ever spoken English. Eyonex, okay, well, first off, Eon, which I don't know why people get Ion from it. Eon is literally another way of saying 20 years of time. And X is also a number, meaning 10. So the name of the channel was really just 2010, but I was being sneaky with it. See? But I can't fathom how the fuck they came up with their names. Like, I'm not making fun of them. I don't know how they got to where they did. I want to ask them about it one day, but it is what it is. Continue.
Speaking of particular name, can you talk about Anika Steinberg?
Okay, yeah. All right, so first off, that name alone is parts West European, or more like German, and German influences and Jewish influences. But the player only plays on the Japanese version, but the content has English and Japanese written into the text of it. All right, so Anika Steinberg is, for lack of a better term, specialized. Her content, in case she actually is a she, I don't know, is meant to be relating solely to the techer or tector for some. Also, don't ask me to say tector. It feels weird. So expect customization, build, layouts, and piping hot damage that will burn the roof of that mouth like Chicago pizza, of something which I am very familiar with. But remember, if you do not swing the hammer of techer, yes, I said hammer, not wand. Come on. We all know that ain't a wand. You want to see a real wand, go play Summoner. That shit is definitely a wand. That being said, of all the channels, this one seems to lean into Japanese only version. However, many things are given on screen or shown in English, even though the game is being played without English translation options being utilized. Highly recommended for the TE, but everyone else, buyer beware, just so you know. Now,
that's one person to be checked out too.
Yep.
Not to mention a techer on top of it. And there's like a whole bunch of techers that wanted to find out its true potential.
Yeah, like, well, I'm pretty sure everyone on here remembers Phoenix from the Tekker video because, well, that's still one of our most popular videos and one that gets a lot of comments. But put it this way, if I stuck both of them in the ring, I'm pretty sure Phoenix, it would be a long fight, but yeah, man, Phoenix would get his ass stomped. It would be a long fight though. You know, I still talk to him and he's my homie. He's not in a lot of videos, but you know, we still play the game. I still enjoy his accent and think he should narrate a book. But, oh, bullshit aside, yeah, Anika got that true power. Now, before I hit the bar you got back there, which seems to be fully stocked, I'm just going to give you guys a quick honorable mention. There is a guy, a very skinny guy. He has a lot of tattoos and he has a very smooth, audible chocolate type voice.
In response to what Hero says, good thumbs up, my boy. What a douchebag to say something like that. I didn't even hit on the fuck. You're lucky you weren't reported. If you're the kind of person that will report someone for playing bad their first time in a match, or maybe you don't know it's their first time and you just think that player is bad, if you report them, you are a piece of shit. If you notice that this person is intentionally feeding to make you lose, then yes, I can get reporting. If you're playing League of Legends and you see a person running into the tower 12 times in a row, they're most likely intentionally feeding. However, if you witness a person jump, get onto the Gatling gun, or try to fight the boss, they are actually trying. And if you report them for, in your opinion, being bad, you're a piece of shit and you're abusing the report button. You contributed nothing. This is another thing that I want to hit on. Video evidence actually supports my counter argument to this and shows that I did contribute something that we call damage. While it may not be a lot of damage, I did contribute to the fight. Now I'm going to remove this comment once this video goes out so that people don't go here and attack the person, because sure, that is one thing that will come from this. People will do that. That's something I can't control. That's something I don't condone, but people will do that.
He really would make a good narrator for nighttime radio or just listening to a narrated book in a very smooth tone. By the name of Cryy, which is my way of saying cry with 2 Y's. He's also sometimes known as Cryaboo. He plays a lot of MMOs, but PSO2 is something he does semi-regularly, so don't expect him to do, you know, massive content drops on it every 5 seconds. But his content is interesting. His characters are all in the global version. There's not a lot of statting out and building of things. He's just playing the game to have fun with his friends. And at the end of the day, that's what we're all supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be enjoying the game with other people. It's called massive multiplayer online, after all. So if you just want to see what it's like to play PSO2 or watch PSO2 with a group of people that aren't assholes, elitists, or just psychopathic scumbags who think that if you don't play my way, fuck you, which I don't know how many times we've had to mute someone like that.
I really hate that. I honestly hate that.
Elitism is not something Sega can control. I totally understand it. But if you want to see somebody who honestly is just a genuine, decent human being, maybe he likes, you know, naked titty anime like girls a little bit too much. But, I mean, to be fair, if you remove anime from that situation, if you just say naked girl with some big old titties, I mean, no one's going to be mad at him. But personally, hey, I enjoy anime. I just don't like a lot of the smutty shit. But I got nothing against people that do enjoy the smutty shit. And then when I say enjoy it, I'm pretty sure he has stickers of bikini thong girls on his computer. So, anime fan, if you wanted a ruler, you have found your ruler. His name is Cryy. Links in the description. Videos on the screen. All right, now let me get my ass out of the seat of knowledge. All right, well, with that being said, James, you got any closing statements for the people?
Well, yes. A few days more, Luster will come out. Hope everybody will be, sufficient and enjoy the class as well. I know there's a lot of content that's going to be coming up in the near future, and I hope I see everybody to New Genesis one day. And pretty please make sure you guys all follow these people. Like they're not only a small YouTube standout kind of people, but
Community.
they're cool. They chill. They will send out information if you guys need be. Also, to follow that guy who actually took his time to just make a full 2 to 3 hour video on him building a badass fix that got me motivated.
And you've been here since beta like me.
Yeah. Sure did.
Dude, I keep telling people, when I turn the game on, I'm not trying to sit in a lobby and do absolutely nothing all day. I am trying to do something, and if I don't do something, I'm out. There's Devil May Cry to prepare for. Special edition is coming.
Yep. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do in this. A lot of stuff. It may not seem, it's just, and I don't know what to do now, but hey, it's something. It's a grind. Yes, I know it's tough, but take from me, I could just simply find something and just do it. I can even ask Sue here if interested to join me.
Hell yeah, I'm always down to help because you didn't have my back even when I was fucking low level.
True. But that's all I have to say.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Well, with that being said, please enjoy the links and annotations on screen. I'm going to go hit this bar and see you motherfuckers later.
Ever heard of Jägermeister?
I'm more of a Jaeger bomb kind of guy, but hey, I'll try anything once.
Oh, shoot. Well, then let me get that one out for you.
Mission accomplished. That's exactly what I thought.